Ta-da! I'm not a skilled fucking editor for shit. Anywho, another tier list, and this time it will be the Super Sentai costumes, to which I just got done making right now. This was something that apparently was not on Tier Maker, so I had to make one up. So if anyone else wants to do this, please feel free, because it is now on here. So, Super Sentai costumes. So basically the primary suits. I'm going to look at all Go-Ranger through Ryusoulger suits and see which ones I think are great, which ones are awesome, which ones are good, which ones are okay, and which ones are just not my personal favorite. So, let's get started. And this also did it in random order, so not what I was expecting. Anywho, Kyoryuger, automatically going into S tier because the Kyoryuger suits are glorious. Like, the Kyoryuger suits are glorious. They perfectly manage to have their logo on their suits. Not to mention just how colorful they are, with having the bits of yellow actually in the visor, and for a Sentai without a Yellow Ranger, and they're able to be colorful and different with all technically 11 members. So Kyoryuger is an automatic yes. Next, Q Ranger. I like the Q Ranger suits quite a bit. I think I might I guess for the moment, I say I'll have them in A tier because they're not bad. Trust me, they're not bad. The Q Ranger suits are pretty unified. And not to mention, the most interesting fact of all is that they all have on vests. And that's pretty nice for I like the fact that they're all technically wearing vests, and that is phenomenal. It's nice to see an actual Sentai really look like a unit, and so having something huge like that to show it's phenomenal. It's not like having shoulder pads on, because shoulder pads are pretty simple. So something like that to look a lot more unified is a lot better. Not to mention I guess the only different variation is Ryu Commander, because he has the vest too, but he also gets that long going down jacket that KamenRider Wizard has. It's perfect. So next, Abba Ranger. I actually quite like the Abba Ranger suits, so once again, A tier. They're pretty nice. I guess, for suits that just have the logos on them, once again, I think I might like them for being pretty colorful. Not to mention the white line. Not to mention the diamond patterns that they have on, that serve for, like, I guess, dinosaur teeth or whatnot. That's pretty cool. And the helmets are also pretty cool. Battle Fever J, though, that's going in the trash. It's in the trash. It's just, in the trash. And this is just a random thought right now. Red and blue look like they're both wearing bald caps. And why the hell does Miss America have a wig? Other than that, these suits are also just very, very, very dated. But yeah, why does one person have on a wig? Like, is she Miss America or Miss New York? That was a black joke, if anyone was wondering. Anywho, Bioman. Also, I think I would want to put in D2 because they're, for being a bit cybernetic, they are a bit plain looking. Like, yeah. Like, The only good, I guess, interesting looking cybernetic piece of the costume is the helmet, but everything else down, it's, I don't know. They look like a prototype for Flash Man, except for the cybernetics part. It's up here. It feels like it's a little too short. But I don't know. I guess that's, I don't know. Jetman though, I would want the Jetman suits in A tier. Because I find there to be a good balance of white on those suits, and it's phenomenal. Car Ranger, A tier. No, seriously, like, there's good. No, seriously, I have no real problem with the suits. I like the intricacy. Like, what else? The rims on the helmets, the car rims on the, I guess either the car rims, I guess literally on the helmets. It's car themed, so I guess that works. But besides that, I really don't have any real issues with these suits at all. So I don't mind. Mosquito. Die Ranger. Huh. Cuba Ranger's suit is pretty good, but the rest it's... Huh. I'll get back to Die Ranger. Deca Ranger. Oh god, that's actually an interesting one. Deca Ranger. Know what, I got something. Deca Ranger, I would sort of want either an A tier or S tier because I like how these suits are actually designed for numbered rank, and not to mention the black sleeves on the one side is actually pretty cool. And so I want to put maybe Deca Ranger maybe S tier because they actually went all out. They actually went out in a way for the actual cop motif in the suits. Crap, now I don't know. Yeah, damn it, like I said, now I'm confused. Should this be in like, should Deca Ranger be in like S tier or A tier? I did point out the suits are good. The helmets aren't bad either. God, this is hard. I honestly cannot pick. I'll get back to it. Sun Vulcan. Those suits are really plain. I just want to put in D. Like the white line up top and the back, it's plain. 5-man though. These suits actually aren't plain. And okay, if I'm just judging on the suits, just the suits alone, I think I would want them maybe at B tier, because they're not too bad. Let's see next. Flashman. I actually kind of really like the Flashman suits. I think they're pretty good. Like, there's a good, like, I really like the Flashman suits. They look like working out jumpsuits. So you can see where there's color where there's need to be for the guys, and there's white showing where there needs to be for the girls. Like, do you guys get what I'm saying here? Like, they look like they're wearing workout gear, but it actually works because exposed areas are shown, because the white in some of the exposed areas are in the right areas. And so this is actually pretty good. The helmets, however, I don't care. The helmets are the helmets. But I do actually quite like those suits, so maybe I want to put a sort of an A tier. No, not A, S tier, because Out of all the suits from the 80s, there aren't a lot that really age well. Like the Flashman suits actually do. All right, next, Geki Ranger. I'm gonna want it in A tier. Like, yeah, the Geki Ranger suits there are actually quite nice. The tracksuit look, and not to mention how they evolved too with Geki Violet and Geki Chopper. Geki Chopper looks like a legit, like, karate student wearing a gi and whatnot. And Geki Violet is my personal favorite because he looks like an actual Muay Thai boxer, and it's fucking phenomenal. He has the shin guards on, the elbow pads on. No, not the shin guards. He has the knee pads on, the elbow guards on. All awesome. Okay, back to Die Ranger and Deca Ranger. God, it's still hard. I can't decide. But let me do Die Ranger first, though. Die Ranger may be... Oh, that's a tough one. You know what? I'll put Die Ranger in B tier. Because the white, it actually does... Where there's white on the suit, it actually does it right here. Unlike other Sentais. Like, for example, Gingaman. They have white on the chest, but it only goes up to half of the upper half of their stomach as opposed to the entire suit. I don't like that because I feel like they could have done the entire suit, and you can still tell what color which Rangers are because there's still a color showing in the arms and the helmets and everything else. So I'll put Die Ranger so happened to do this right because they were going for, here's the thing, they were going for like the Chinese wuxia outfit look, but that's what they were stuck on because the secondary color of the suit is white. The secondary colors are white and gold, and every color is red, green, blue, yellow, and pink. So you have to work with what you get, but it does it right because the white's actually the entire body of the suit, and so I will give credit to that. The helmets are also just pretty dang cool. Like, the gold in the helmets is beautiful. Alright, so speaking of which of Gingaman, I might put this down to D, because like what I said, the white on the chest is too short. But besides that, everything else is pretty plain. So, yeah. What is it now? What is it? Oh. Oh my god, you really have to tangle yourself up. Alright. 1 second as I untangle. Actually, the last time I did some editing, like... Actually, no, it'll be fine. So, Deca Ranger. A tier. I really cannot... This was actually pretty hard. Between S tier or A tier. Because... actually, it does... Because the Deca Ranger suits are phenomenal because I like how the numbers are on their chest. And there's also, like, the black sleeve on one side. Yeah, sorry, my phone... No, my tablet cut out for a minute because I filmed everything because... Recording problems. Anywho, continue. Goggle 5. Little too plain. D. Yeah. Mask Man. I'm going to put Mask Man in C because those suits aren't ugly at all, entirely. Ryu Soldier, S tier. I love the Ryu Soldier suits. They are so beautiful. I love the silver on one. I love silver on literally half of the suit, but yet it's, oh my god, it's beautiful. It's the reason why I like the Deca Ranger outfits, but with Ryu Soldier, it's so much more beautiful because it's with dinosaurs, and again, but also the twist with knights, everything. If I ever get to reviewing Ryu Soldier, I'm going to make sure to geek out about those suits. So, Go Ranger. I'm going to put them in C. They're the first suit. They're the first. And I get where they were going with it, so honestly C. Mega Ranger. A tier. Sure. Mega Ranger suits, they are nice. Jakku. D. Very plain, very ugly, very Or more, they're too, I don't know, they're too simplistic and Live Man. I'm actually going to put that in B for one particular reason. Like, Live Man, I feel like the Live Man suits could be better. For what I mean by that is, in terms of in the suits, I feel like there's too much white showing. Like, in my opinion, for the guys, they could have their colors down. They can have their colors down either on the actually no yeah. For the guys, they can have they can have their color down to the rest of their suit, specifically down at the legs, and keep the white on the arms. Blue suit, I think, is actually right because I guess it's okay. I don't know. I think maybe the same for blue too, I guess. Not to mention, yellows is the only suit with the animal colored in, while the rest are just white outlinings on the chest. They could have. I don't know why they didn't do the rest. I don't know why they didn't have colored in animals for the rest of them and have it just for yellow. Probably because white wouldn't show out a lot on a yellow suit, but still. Live Man makes it to B tier because they could fix that problem. Magi Ranger. Kind of want to put that in S tier because those suits are pretty dang good with how they rock, with how they have the M symbol just simply as part of their capes and on their body. Actually, no, just on their body. Anywho, the Magi Ranger suits, they look really good. And the M symbol, like, just throughout their suit is phenomenal. It's really nice. Ninja. For the suits, going into S tier. Yes. So next, Hurricaneer. I want to put that in B tier, if only for one reason. I sort of don't like the silver. I don't like the silver arm. I don't like the silver on the arms for some reason. I particularly don't know why. I think the silver on the arm sort of is just. I don't know why, which is weird because for Ninja, I think I might know why. Because I think the silver is a little too flat. The silver or gray is a little too flashy for ninjas. But for the ninjas, they just have black on the sleeves, and I think that's perfect. So that could be why. I don't know. But the rest of the suit is still really nice, though. So next, Go-Onger. Honestly, B tier. I don't mind the Go-Onger suits. They're not terrible. I actually like how. Are the Go-Ongers the only? Are the Go-Ongers honestly the only one with like shoulder pads? I could be wrong. But anywho, I don't mind the shoulder pads. I think the suits are just fine. These aren't terrible. They're pretty fine on their own. Really? Yeah. Alright, Pato Rangers. I'm sort of not. I don't know if I said this before. I'm not particularly the biggest fan of the Power Ranger suits because there's too much. I feel like there's too much white on the chest. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just put it in B tier. No, not B tier. C. Go Busters. S tier. Go 5. Go 5 is an interesting. I think I might want to put that either in A or B because I like because I like how here's something interesting about them. The suits, like some may say that they're sponsored by the Umbrella Company, but I actually kind of like that because they sort of remind me of like I guess either rescue flags on the helmets, like actual rescue badges. So I don't, maybe A tier for me because there are some because these suits aren't bad, and I do like how some of these suits are, and with how different badges that they have on their visors. Shinkenger. I really S tier. The Shinkenger suits absolutely stand out, and it's beautiful. Like from the Komodo design on the suits to the kanji on the helmets, they deserve to be an S tier. Go Sager. You know what? I want the Go Sager suits honestly at A tier. They're very interesting for being. Yeah, I would want them down at A tier. No, yeah, A tier. The ornate patterns on them are pretty interesting for me. But what gets to me the most is like the white down at the pants area. Like I don't know. I think like I honestly can't explain it. I think the Ghost Sager suit I could try to explain what details are pretty good. Like did like halves of the logo like yeah, the Ghost Sager suits. Besides the white down at the bottom, like the Gosei logo literally breaks into pieces and is on each one of their suits for what element they are. Not to mention the helmets are just spot on. Good God, that's really all how I can explain it. Cause oh my God, Kaku Ranger, A tier for me. Actually, no, this is my list. I'll do it. I just remember this is my list, and I actually really like the Kaku Ranger suits. So, God damn it, I can't do it. They're A tier. The suits are A tier. It's just I took that good look at the ninja. I was like, fuck, damn it. Anywho, Denzi Man. Those suits are kind of a toss up because I don't know how I would want them. D. I'll put them out down at D because pattern design wise I get what they were going for, but it's still a bit meh for me. Ah crap, I'm almost done too. So Zoo Ranger. Zoo Ranger. Actually, I might want to say Zoo Ranger. I'll hold off on Zoo Ranger for a moment. Talkuger. C. These suits are pretty C tier. And it's probably because I've started to look at them now more like they're still suits, but this is a complaint that I've heard before, and which I can also see too. They look like pajamas, to which I can partly agree on. But the helmets, I guess, are still all right. The Tokyo Rokugos though is still my personal favorite. Second one being greens. Gao Ranger, S tier immediately. They're simplistic in the best way ever, with the gold stripes. No, with the gold sashes, I guess, for numerical rank. Yeah, how do I explain? Yeah, like that. Basically, yeah, like the gold sashes on each one's bodies, it's number designation on who's who in rank. So, Time Ranger, S tier as well, because these suits show the best balance in white. Alright, now I'll get to Zoo Ranger. This is a real toss-up right now, because the Zoo Ranger suits, they're just pretty good suits. Like, there's also a good balance of white with the diamond shape, breaking it up to have it on the sides for the arm, for like the underarms and whatnot, which is very interesting. I guess either A tier or S tier. I guess maybe S or A. I'll get back to it. Go-Onger, C tier. I like the helmets. The suits are actually quite. Yeah, the suits aren't okay. Nostalgia off. Since Go-Onger's been over for a couple of years now, I can honestly look at these suits and honestly see what I like about them and what could I dislike about them. The gloves are nice. They're the Ginga Man gloves, but with the further with further extension on them to show that their motif is animal, so it's not plain. The animals on the chest, though. You know what? I actually don't find that to be bad at all. I'm gonna put this in like A tier or B tier because that's actually quite nice. Like perfect animal designation on suits is not bad. So, Turbo Ranger. Ah, damn it, what'd I do? What did I do? Damn it, I missed this. I have to go back to my own recording now to fucking see where I put Hurricaneger. Wait, no, I remember. I put it in B tier, I believe. And Turbo Ranger. C, I guess. And last but not least, Zoo Ranger. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say that these suits are A tier. Woo! Wow, that was a lot. And that's it. That is the list. There. Now, let me just do one last thing. Reset, download. I'll do that all later. But yeah, let's check out the list. We have. Yeah, we have 9 in S tier. 11 at A tier. 6 at B tier. 5 at C tier. And 7 at D tier. What's the highest one there is? A tier. There are a lot of great suits in Sentai, which I find are A tier and S tier. But some are sort of there, but are still pretty great. Honestly, I'm alright with this list because it has my likes and dislikes aesthetically on here totally captured. And so, that, I guess, is the tier list. And, of course, I'll have a picture of this uploaded on Facebook later for others to see. But yeah, that's pretty much the list. And that's if do you guys like how this list is? Please tell me in the comments down below. Actually, show me. Actually, this is something that would be quite interesting. I'm actually on. If you're actually in the Toku Infinity group. What do I want to say? I also actually want to do some. Never mind. I'll save it for later. Anywho, that's the video. This is my tier list. God damn it! I'm fucking up. I gotta stop before I mess anything else up. Thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, share this video, and tell your friends about KamenRider Blackman. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.